People 90.3 FM. Oh, yes, my name is Esther Umachuka, and I would say quite a lovely evening. Today's Thursday. You know how it goes. Thursdays are special days where we get to look into issues from a different prism. And obviously, if you're joining us for the very first time on the Evening Rush, this is where we get to discuss and dissect topical issues across Nigeria's socio economic and political landscape. We try to have a proper comprehension of these issues, analyze them in the best way that we can, and intellectually edify ourselves. Inadvertently, at the end of the day, while we have these discussions, in as much as a lot of you complain that all we do is talk and talk, you'll be so shocked to know that they listen to us, they pay keen attention to us, and sometimes actually they may imbibe some of the things that we say, maybe not as apparent as you would expect, but they actually do. So my name is Esther Machku. Thank you for joining us on the program. I would implore you to actually subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done that, at VOP 903 FM. That is the YouTube channel for you to subscribe to. And also, as I always tell you to do that, you can follow us anytime virtually. Begin to drop your comments or what your thoughts are based on the topics that have been discussed today on YouTube. So go onto your iOS device or your Android device and you have your YouTube application, type VOP 903 there, and you virtually join us anywhere you are in the world. You are not exempted from being part of the conversation this evening. What are the very important issues that we consider looking into today? Oh yes, we're having series of demolitions actually taking place. One of them obviously is Lagos State. I am sure you heard yesterday what transpired and how the whole situation of a protest deteriorated and it became chaotic to the extent that tear gases were, thrown at persons who were part of the protest. The Lagos State government had said that they wanted to have a conversation with them, but they said no, they wanted to have access into the House of Rep premises. But when that did not take place, the whole thing disintegrated and it turned to what it turned to. Well, like we say, sometimes when it feels like the people are not listened to or they're not attended to, they feel that they're taken advantage of, or they feel stifled where they cannot openly express themselves when they're not comfortable with stuff. And that degenerated to the point that it degenerated to in the southeast, especially Anambra State. Well, there were no exemptions there as well. Issues took place. So what was it that transpired, or what actually took place? What took place was what was quite funny. And Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo said that they're going to shut down other places that refuse to open on Mondays, especially schools and privately owned businesses, schools as well, that shut down on Mondays. He's saying that if they do not comply with the directive, the next location will be for the schools to be shut down. Said that the traders are saboteurs, that they're affecting the investment opportunities in Anambra State. Said that how come it's not all the markets that shut down on Mondays. Queried them that why was it that during the Yuletide season, they had access to be part of, opening the market. They opened the market from Monday to Sunday. So how come they conveniently decided to use that opportunity to open their markets? It means that they can willingly decide to have their markets open. They were safe. Nothing happened to them. And then during the new year, all of a sudden they decided to, shut down the markets again. That why didn't they consider calling out and saying freedom for Nnamdi Kanu at that period? And that was when Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment in Sokoto. That was even the time when they were not even meant to open their markets at all. So they decided to now open their markets, despite the fact that Nnamdi Kanu's imprisonment was fresh. And then in January, where you know how tough things are, people need access to their shops. You're not saying you want to close your markets on Monday, that he's not going to allow that. IPOB, in response to that, through their spokespersons, is saying that this is a conspiracy by the Southeast governors to supposedly create a system of whereby now that the call for agitation, cessation, and recognition of Biafra has gained momentum, and for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu is close to the horizon, that is when the Southeast governors are deciding to compel them so that they will now react and they would say, oh, the situation in the southeast is not an Islamic or Muslim situation. It is the people themselves that are hurting themselves. That's the plan of the governor, why he decided to deliberately do that at this time. Unfortunately, we've heard that Chukweze's mother, that is Super Eagle player who a lot of you berated, the last time during the AFCON Cup of Nations, during the AFCON games. Well, his mother has passed on. The president condoled with the Super Eagle star Samuel Chukwueze over his mother's death. Apparently, she's been ill, and I think it happened. The news broke out just this evening on her passing away. So we do hope that Chukwueze and the family have the opportunity and the fortitude to bear this loss. He has gone back to his base, I think, Fulham. They have even started their training for their game. Chukwueze is a very lively young man, very lively, very expressive. And this kind of news is not something anybody prepares for or expects, considering the fact that he just left the country after the AFCON games. Interestingly, too, we do know exactly what is going on right now in the political scene. Mr. Peter Obi blew, like he exploded, and said, "You guys that are always shouting Peter Obi and nothing or abusing other members in the coalition, you do not represent the Peter Obi brand. You do not represent what I stand for. You do not represent my call." Now, a couple of obedients are saying, seriously, or I don't know if I'll call them obedience. Let's say the APC members. They're saying, wow, so Peter Obi, you're now aligning yourself with structural criminality. Atiku is now your elder brother. Rotimi Amaechi is now your brother. Al-Rufai is now your brother and your friend. These were persons who made condescending statements against you in 2023. These were persons that you supposedly extricated yourself from. You refused to partner yourself with them as a brand, but now you now want to merge with a structure like this. Others said, well, however way anybody wants to interpret it, the coalition is here to stay. Peter Obi did his due diligence before he joined, and it would not make sense for him to allow certain elements to use his name to cause chaos within the party. You recall that a few days ago, Bolaji Abdullahi had come out to say that rhetoric, Peter Obi or nothing, by certain persons is polarizing the group, and this is the time for them to mobilize together and form a formidable force if they intend to ensure that Tinubu does not come back in 2027. Meanwhile, the president is still in Turkey at this point in time, but a couple of persons say that the whole deal has been sealed. Let's listen to Peter Obi on this.
Most of the things you hear, criminals that are not obedient people. You don't see anybody who is calling anybody bad name. We are not asking for division. I personally do not in any way. You've never seen me call anybody bad name or anything. We are in ADC. We respect everybody who is in ADC. We can say, oh, we want to be this or want to be that. But as for calling people bad name, we are not part of it. I don't subscribe to it, and I'm not part of it. The people I met there, from the party chairman, is my very dear elder brother. People like Atiku are my leader, my respected elder brother. Amaechi is my brother. We're very close. And so is El-Rufai. Name them, all of them that are there. We're the same thing. You have Leli Moke, you have Kona Fatai, Oyegunu is our elder brother, Aribo Shola, these are my colleagues. So I cannot say anything bad about them. And those who are following me, I assure you, will not say anything bad about them. But you have some elements that are trying to introduce that in order to see if they can hurt the P2B brand. We are talking to everybody. That is not what we should be doing in politics. Let's talk about out-of-school children. Let's talk about hungry Nigerians. Let's talk about unemployed Nigerians. Let's talk about insecurity. Our people are being kidnapped. 150 in a church, in a mosque, in everything. That should be our preoccupation. You know.
All right, so we could recall that Peter Obi just, was in Abuja having to campaign for Dr. Mo, that is Moses Paul, I think for the FCTA Council elections. And it was an unscheduled visit, but the crowd was extremely massive. Peter Obi used the opportunity to campaign for the ADC and called on the persons who attended the rally to support his party at every front, So while they were campaigning for the council elections and the FCTA, it was also an opportunity to reverberate the name, ADC, and will say that indeed the momentum has begun. Now, a couple of political stalwarts are saying that 2027 is going to be a dirty game. It's going to be political warfare. Let's take a listen to this party chieftain, who was quite descriptive in his analysis as to what he said the 2027 would be. My analyst this evening would tell me whether he agrees with that notion or not, but it is not surprising to see what we're experiencing right now. Let's take a listen to him.
Very intense. It's caught-edge political warfare. Will unfold. Politicians are ghosts. I keep telling you that. If you move them this way, they're shadowy terrier figures. They move the other way. You can find there's a certain kind of movement into ADC. Take the Southeast, for example. With the likes of P2P, surging into ADC, and the lot forces in PDP, PNOB, the rest of them moving there, is to give the party some robust width. If P2P were to emerge as a candidate of ADC, then the conspiracy of South and solidarity will crumble rapidly. Because the Southeast will separate with portions of the South, and even Grand Lagos, Greater Lagos, may heave. So the present own location within that southern belt will be diminished. He may take up the bulk of the southwest. Outside Lagos will be heavily contested. South will be heavily contested. South is gone. Then the north may settle the battle, the political battle. So it is there. If you have Atiku, for example, emerging as a candidate of ADC, for example, and then you may now have and South that is empty in terms of contestation, because the president will be the only person. PWB did not take any ticket, including level and so on, for whatever it is worth. That scenario is still not yet with us. If PDP escapes these little challenges, the way money is going now, apparently it is working in that direction. One victory, another one. If it happens before May, when the INEC timetable will unfold before our eyes, and then you have the calendar, the cut-off time for parties to do nomination process, the PDP may have a rebound. If they find a situation where somebody disgusted with whatever has happened in ADC, I don't know, I'm going to say that, it hasn't happened, says, I have a new party called PDP, a very old one, present in every part of the country, as valuable to me to pick up. My contention is that the vice president spoke to please his audience. He spoke to preserve his seat. He didn't speak something that is rational, scientific, or logical.
Nice. Let's take...
Because Islam is marginal in the south. If you take south and southeast combined with the southwest, it's a very minority, and that's where the president is from. So if you take another minority in the north, it's a political suicide mission. It's a disaster. So we need to do this. That's their own argument. I'm not going to promote that argument. Now, the argument may be we have to repeat the same thing, but then the whole context of Nigerian political engagement has been globalized and comprehensively ideologized. You now find the CBC designation. You find American strike on Sokoto. You find the American boot on the ground, as we're hearing these days. You find everybody watching, and you find abductions of Christians in their churches. So to repeat the Muslim thing may not resonate well, not only locally but globally. So the president will be searching for answers to this kind of acute question. Do I go northwest? If I go, where do I find the Christian in the northwest that will carry this burden? Maybe the current army chief of staff, who was just always telling you danger. I say, Baba, don't cross a bridge until you get there. You cross that bridge when you get there. And again, be very, very strict in matters of principle, but very, very flexible in matters of tactics and strategy. I've learned that. Principle is inviolate, and then strategy and tactics very many we can always meander around those elements and not to get where you're getting to. Until ADC does the needful, then you can begin now to say this has happened and this is going to be consequences of this action. But before then, what one can say is this: PDP under the leadership of Dr. Mohammed, whichever of the governors forum, took a decision to zone the presidency to the south. Mindful of the lesson of 2023, when the G5 governor led by Yeson Wike, current minister of FCT, revolted and said, we're going to work for a southern president and deliver him. Because Buhari was in office for 8 years. El-Rufai, former governor, Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State, who maybe contributed more than most, to getting the current president into the shape he was in to get to that seat. Said it, I was supporting the president, Buhari, to have a northerner succeed, but it's morally unforgivable. The moral contours are very important. The imperatives of ethics and imperative that undergird it is very important in our political direction. To ready the appetite of the political elite is vital. Constrain that appetite to say, we have a country that is complex, full of fault lines, diverse in nature. You must move this thing here and there, whether it is constitutionalized or not. So 8 years of Buhari presidency had to produce 8 years of a certain presidency. That's why Jonathan, in essence, lost election 2015 because of this launching from the north. The PDP governors walked out on him there, Atiku walked out, Saraki walked out, and so on. So if you now have a PDP again, very deliberate in terms of the choice of the zone of the presidency, another problem will loom. That's why Pradhan Mohammed and Governor Bauchi State Chairman on the phone said, let's take it to the south. They took it to the south. They didn't solve their problem outright, but they said, let's take it down there. So for ADC hesitating to pronounce unequivocally that the presidency is zoned to the south is a problem. It doesn't need a Hakeem Baba to tell the world that if you have a Bola Tinubu as a president from the south, you needed someone from the south for another 4 years to terminate in 2031. If you don't do it, and have a northern guy to be the candidate of ADC in 2027, bingo, you are losing the entire south. It doesn't need, I said it on television many times. There's no way a northerner can win 10% of the vote in any of the 17 states in the south today. Whoever you are. Whoever you manufacture as a running mate, that's why P2B knows it. He can't be a running mate to anybody because his support structure base will crater completely. So you need a southern guy in order to do what? Diminish the import of the southern solidarity. Let the north now play the big brothers role, settle this battle between two southern brothers or so. If you don't do it, I don't need Hakeem Baba to tell me on television that the ABC is going to suffer irreparable damage, particularly in the south. And again, it don't even have a holistic, monolithic north.
All right, so the big question is, why did the ADC not zone? That's the big question. Why did you not zone? Initially, there were talks that there were some negotiations and conversations with Peter Obi and his team, but obviously that conversation wasn't had. Join the team, run like a party member as a true Democrat. If you win the outcome, very good. If you don't, you support anyone who emerges. Some persons have said that the essence of Peter Obi joining the ADC was to make the party popular. Possibly without him being there, the party wouldn't have been considered as a major threat. Others said that's not true, that the whole zoning situation is not in the constitution. And so when you do it like that, you're trying to act like other party members. But now the Turaki-led faction of the People's Democratic Party, which obviously will soon be recognized by the court, have even unequivocally zoned the ticket to the south. But despite the zoning, does it mean that they'll win? Do they pose a major challenge to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the All Progressives Congress? That's a major point of conversation. Meanwhile, the APC, as it stands right about now, from Monday will commence the process of electing party officials from the ward level to the national level as part of early preparations for the 2027 general elections. The exercise will span ward, local government, state and zonal congresses and culminate in a national convention at the end of March. So while the APC seems to be progressing, getting itself together, literally very prepared for the elections, playing the dirty politics as a couple of persons are identifying it, the opposition are still trying to understand how they intend to mobilize. They haven't zoned the tickets. They're still planning a party constitution, which is something that is going to be written at any point in time. Party primaries based on INEC's schedule maybe later in the year, possibly by June, July. But then what registration efforts have commenced? Have the parties begun registration across the wards and local government? The ADC said any registration right now is not from them, so that is not the truth. So what method of registration has commenced? Are they fully grounded across the wards and local government across the 36 states of the Federation? Are the opposition really serious for the politics of 2027? Or do they think it's just a joke for certain persons to contribute their money and come headlong? Or is it very possible that it's just a meandering to give Bola Ahmed Tinubu a very clean, swift, unchallenged win for 2027? We'll be looking into that in the course of the conversation this evening, and I do hope Barrister Darlington is ready to go down into issues. Meanwhile, indications emerged on Sunday that the president may have received 3 different reports detailing what it termed destabilizing activities by the minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, in Rivers State during the president's end of the year vacation outside the country. The president left for Europe on the 28th of December 2025. Currently, right now, he's in Turkey. And there are talks that the president needs to be decisive about Wike's issue, not to destabilize the APC and not to destabilize the political political atmosphere in Rivers. Now, there are reports circulating that possibly money were paid to the House of Rep members to start off the impeachment process against Fubara. Well, we'll be looking into that in the course of the conversation this evening. Barrister Darlington Agumo, welcome to the Evening Rush once again. How are you?
I'm okay, star.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, it's just that you took coffee and you didn't give me. And you have detained me here since morning.
No, I didn't detain you, Barrister
You
Darlington.
detained me.
I did not detain you.
I will surcharge you.
You, how much, Barrister Darlington?
Eh?
You want to join the free of surcharging?
You
You want to join chairman? Every small thing surcharge.
In
In
fact,
this small salary that they're paying us.
I am going to stretch you.
Barrister Biko, I beg you. Don't spoil my hustle. I don't want surcharge.
How do you take coffee here without me?
I like Remego.
Ego can one, ego vote.
Barrister.
Yes, my dear.
During the World News at 6, you extensively gave us your purview about the situation in Anambra State. So let's look at the political semantics. Let's start from there. Mr. Peter Obi has come out to berate those who have been, supposedly insulting others in the coalition. There have been a lot of dirty talks on Atiku Abubakar saying that what is he doing? Why does he want to campaign? I mean, he's been serial campaigner and he also flopped the PDP in 2023 and his cause of what happened to the People's Democratic Party. Now he wants to do the same thing in the ADC. That why can't he just stay aside, let the ADC zone the ticket? And so others have been saying Peter Obi or nothing. Others have been calling names, but they are saying that these persons are APC stooges and not necessarily the true obedience. But some obedience have said, Peter, no concern me. That English way they speak now your own. ADC, Peter Obi or nothing, we stand with it. That is not an insult. That is to say, it's the time of the South and all the serial campaigners should stay aside. They have health issues. They cannot campaign. They can't trek. They can't do the rigosity. They should stay aside and let them zone the ticket to the South. Peter Obi, Amechi, these individuals are young and viral. They can do the work. So if the agency is not ready to actually zone it, then they would see how the obedience would react after their primaries. Others have said with Peter Obi's speech when he said, Atiku is my dear elder brother, my senior, but I respect him, that he has already accepted the VP role for him to have, described Atiku in such a manner. But Peter Obi has always been respectful of Atiku. He's always been loyal. In fact, in a video that went viral, we saw the way he curtsied in greeting Atiku. You can tell the overwhelming respect Peter Obi has for him. He has always respected Atiku. In fact, when he was in the PDP and those who supposedly branded him and said, let's leave, he said he cannot campaign against Atiku. He doesn't want to betray him. He sees him as an elder brother. Some persons say he needs to stop saying elder brother, elder brother. You are a competitor. You are a major force. You have the obedience. Nobody could expected you to pull what you pulled in 2023. So you're not a subject. This supposed humility thing you're displaying, you are a major competitor. Address these guys as your colleagues, because the fight for the ticket is dirty. They're not going to look at, you senior me, I senior you, or whatever. So how do you describe the different perspective to that particular utterance of Peter Obi?
Esther, I thank you so much for this intro. In the first place, I think I deserve a bell here.
Okay, where's my bell?
Yes. Because Peter Obi just denoted what I've been saying, true or false. When he said those who are saying Peter Obi or nothing, they are not from obedient. Esther, didn't you hear it now? Is that not what I've been saying? That this belligerent attitude towards Peter Obi, it will not help him. I have said it here severally. Esther, I have said it here severally. You don't approach this issue with a belligerent attitude, because you need all these people. Esther, you need them.
Okay.
So, what is wrong with what I said and what Peter B is doing now? Esther, tell me.
Well, Atiku had written and said that people should stop insulting him and Peter Obi. So others now said, okay, Peter Obi, do your own. Atiku has done his own. Let it not be that you're the one supporting all these condescending statements in the team. And he has done that. But since he said it, there have been a lot of interpretations about it. The APC guys have said, wow, so really, everybody's your elder brother. These persons, you can work with them. You've accepted to be VP. The other obedience have said, oh, girl, that one is your business. Peter Obi or nothing. If they try us and see see now. Whether if they don't refuse to zone this thing and then they do primaries, try us and see whether we no go talk. You know, that kind of a thing. So they're not listening to what he's saying. They're saying, "Oh, guy, you are speaking your English. We've heard you. We're not insulting anybody. But if they come for you and insult you, we come for them." They also complain that they project Peter Obi in a condescending way. That is the articulated. The way they have been putting him like a VP when they are going to run a primary as presidential candidate. And you listen to the politician and the analyst who spoke about the ADC zoning and saying that it's going to be dangerous if they decide not to zone the tickets, that it's not going to be funny for them. It may be failure from the onset.
Esther, this permutation and this speculation does not add up in Nigerian politics.
With what you just heard?
I'm telling you authoritatively, in Nigerian politics, it doesn't add up. Especially with this north and south thing that is not constitutional. You heard what Baba Mary said the other day about primary and zoning. The man was very clear.
But Barrister, you know that when it comes to permutations or rather analysis like this, it was the same thing that was done in 2023. A couple of persons underestimated the obedient movement. They underestimated what the force was. And they Peter Obi and the obedient turned out the way they did. So sometimes, don't you think these things don't play any role? It is the outcome of the elections that determines.
The music have changed. Please. You flow with the time. You flow with the time. People who make progress in life, people who succeed in life, they do things according to the times they are in. Esther, we are in 21st century, true of us.
True.
Can you be acting in 19th century model? Can you? So, with the way things are, the politics have changed. You need to also flow with the time. Leave all this thing that people are trying to give you the name you do not bear. All those people threatening people to be, you are on your own. If you do this, if you don't do that. Is it not one man, one vote? So how many of you? There is this thing I said the other day and people are talking about the Southeast having a block vote or not. Esther, you have 5 states in the Southeast, true or false?
Yeah,
good.
True.
Now, out of that 5 states, Esther, at least one of them, each of them supposed to give 1 million votes during the election.
Okay.
Is that not true?
True.
There is no state in the South that cannot give, or at least people that are supposed to vote from 18 years and above. You cannot find 1 million people in each of the states. And that would mean 5 million votes. Esther, since independence till now, is there any time they voted in the Southeast and counted 5 million votes to one particular politician? Is there any time it has happened? So, the 5 million vote, where did it go to? And who did they give it to? And why didn't that person win? Since they vote in block, Abi? And if they vote in block, how come their vote did not give somebody a victory? You can see, my people. Esther, you can see it. So, when you want to do this calculation, please, don't just talk as if you are too sure. No. Do your math, do your calculation very well. Esther, do you know what I expect? A very clever politician supposed to do what? 2 days to the election. You go to all the centers in this country where you have a majority of the Igbos. Bring out buses to ship them home. Let them go and vote in the Southeast. 2 days to the election, like on Thursday, they begin to move. From Kano everywhere in the north to southwest, all of them. Move them en masse to the south to go and vote. That is where the bulk of the votes will come from. Then after election, maybe on Sunday, they start going back to bases. That's what I think a clever politician is supposed to do. Because most Igbos or Southeasterners, they are like the Israelites that are all over the place. We are still in diaspora. You have the majority of them in Lagos, in Kano, everywhere in Nigeria. So how do you aggregate these people to give you that block vote? That is the issue here. So you have to think about, if you want to actually make an impact, that is the sacrifice you have to make. But if you say you just be talking and talking, the few people at home will vote to whoever they want to vote to, including those whose voters card have been taken, those whose whatever. You don't know what they want to do with the electoral act. They are thinking ahead. You don't know what they want to do with the electoral act. The amendment they want to do. These people are thinking ahead. This thing they are doing now, you think it's for nothing. Collecting whatever and giving you 70,000. So these are the things. That's why I told you that this speculation does not add up in Nigerian politics. What you are seeing will never be what will happen. Because this APC, they have already done their mass. They are majority in the National Assembly. So whichever direction, those of them in National Rock have to, that's where they are going, Esther. Esther, true or false?
Sure.
So why are you not thinking along that line? You think that they just woke up and do what? All over the country. Esther, all over the country, vote buying is ongoing as I talk to you now. So what makes you think that they are doing this thing? You think they are joking about it? And you have not even thought, these things are not even in your plan at all. Because you don't have the resources to buy vote. Esther? Oh God Almighty. So when people are making this calculation, I don't join them, Esther. I will never join them. Because I have looked at the political horizon. It didn't add up. They are just talking. They are buying vote to here. You, Uncle, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you know the direction they are going with the electoral act? Do you know? You don't know.
For now, they are going to a closed-door session. They said it's too sensitive. They want to do it.
Yes.
By Thursday, they'll be back on it. All right. Yes, I think
so it has become a security matter, B? No, electoral act has become a security matter. You discuss behind closed doors, Esther. And you know Bamidele and the people in Aso Rock, they are 5 and 6. He was the one that raised that issue. Is that not true? Mm-hmm. Senate leader. He's the one that brought up the issue. All of a sudden, electoral act is a sensitive
as
issue.
for the obedience, they're very confident in themselves. They're confident in Peter Obi, and they believe he's the one that will deliver the nation from its current quagmire. While the APC supporters, their members, are already moving full on, they feel that those who support the administration and President Tinubu are far more than those who do not support him. They also believe that Tinubu would deliver, despite the frailty of his physique. They say the frailty of his physique does not determine his strength and mental acuity. They believe that he can deliver the mandate. Unfortunately, a couple of Nigerians feel that the whole mandate you shall stand is not capitalizing in every sector. For example, PricewaterhouseCoopers has estimated more poverty on Nigerians for the year 2026.
Exactly.
And that most of the statistics that the government of the day reels out is in total contrast to the lived reality of Nigerians. The escalating insecurity has also worsened opportunities, and that some businesses in some of these areas cannot thrive, which is what has increased hunger. And if you look at the poverty index and the ratio of hunger by region, the north actually carries the highest. Most communities are deserted despite the vast land appropriated to the northerners. So in this regard, you're having more influx and migration from the north into the southwest, which is also giving pressure on the facilities here. Economically, those regions are stagnated because of insecurity, and it feels like the only safe haven or perceived safe haven is possibly Lagos and Abuja. And they say that if something is not done as soon as possible so that persons can confidently go back to their region, or especially the northerners, that these states that migration is taken into could implode. What's your take on that?
Of course, because when people come here and constitute a nuisance to infrastructure, to social amenities and all that, Esther, what do you expect? These people, they live on the street, uncompleted building in the marketplace, because they can't afford a house in Lagos. Is that not true?
True.
This business they are doing, it cannot afford them to rent any even room, and so they constitute the environmental nuisance. And I say, government should do something about these things. Clear these terrorists so that people can go back to their farm stead. Is that not the best way to go? So why do you now, look the other side and see it does not matter? Meanwhile, these guys are adding in number. They are coming here. They are growing in number. And this is a social menace in the making. Are you waiting until the day they will now burst out and start harassing everybody? Then you now have a bigger problem in your hand. Is that what you are waiting for? Clear these people. Let these people go back to. They will prefer to go back to their farm instead of what they are doing, riding on car. In fact, riding on unauthorized routes. Esther, unauthorized routes. So these are the social menace that you are breeding, but you are unaware. And when we say it here, nobody will listen to us until it becomes what? Too late for everybody. So what these people are saying is a fact. Oh, Esther, you see this permutation, it is a fact. Because the Northerners, like I told you, they vote en bloc. In fact, Esther, the election is conducted on Friday during their Jumat prayers. Then on Saturday, during the election proper, they now release the results. Go and check what happened to Jonathan. A day to the election, all the mosques in the north, what were they saying? They were even calling him an infidel. Go and vote out this infidel. Is that not what happened? And then on Saturday, they listen to their emirs and their imams. Is that not true? So you need to get to these people because they control their people. They control them. That is why when Jonathan brought this education, they were afraid that this thing will make them lose control of their people. That's why they never liked it. When things are happening, go and read the news behind the news. You think that they don't like education? No. They didn't want their people to be so educated so that they will continue to control them for political reasons. Any other, nothing else. Because they know that if they are well educated and know, they will not listen to them again. And I said, based on that, walk through them, walk with them to get their vote. There is no other way. There is no other way, Esther, no other way. So if you neglect it, well, all well and good. At the end of the day, we now know how many obedient are registered or have a voter's card. How many of them? There was a time they put up a form on the internet, go and register as obedient. How many people came up, Esther? APC have concluded their e-registration. Is that not true? And they said they got 9 million people or so. You now, what did you do? Have you made any effort? Except a few people who keep insulting everybody. If you didn't say anything, all the nice things they want to hear, you are a bad person. You don't like Obi. Meanwhile, when you bring suggestions that will help Obi, they will not take it.
But Barrister, if you're looking at a situation where we know how compelling becoming a leader of this nation with the complexities attached, you need somebody that is viral, somebody young. There are talks that there's no difference in the age between Atiku and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, especially for those who are advocating for Atiku to come on board. For example, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Turkey, we saw several videos emerging from different angles. The Turkey president guiding President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even at the staircase at the podium where they were meant to stand together, the man was assisting the president in climbing those steps. Even before the president fell, all this happened before the president fell. You know, the way he kept having to, guide him, turn like this while they were working, there was a little bit of a leaning and all of that. And a couple of persons are saying that this man is really frail. He should not want to, by all means, stay on to power and continue for 2031. Others said, is it about him being frail or about him being smart, being mentally aware and mentally okay to do what is needed? I mean, how do you look at the scenario?
Esther, how many times has Atiku gone on medical tourism abroad?
Sir, you cannot say you're not there. You don't. Atiku doesn't even appear on the media for you to even give an account as to where he is.
If Atiku travel today, you and I know. The press will report it.
Barrister, it is now that the press will report it.
They will say that Atiku just left the airport.
He can travel, but not necessarily for medical reasons.
I say if he travels at all, you will hear, you will know, and they will tell you where he went to. Being somebody of that height.
Barrister, did they tell you if they travel abroad for medical reasons?
APC people will monitor him. You and I know that.
APC people will
They will tell you that he went to hospital. Esther, there's no way Atiku will go to any place today and they say it's a hospital that APC people will not come and tell us where they will take his picture. In fact, where they are giving him injection, they will take it.
How come they don't take the picture of the president where he's taking injection?
You can
so
see
it's Atiku's own that they would know.
Of course, it's a it's campaign. It's campaign, Esther. It's campaign.
Barrister, by
They will hide
2027,
their own
Atiku
and
will be how
expose your-
old? By 2027.
Esther, they will hide their own and
No,
expose.
I'm
your own.
asking a question.
Eh?
If we're
It's
saying
not-
we want somebody young, we don't want someone that will get there,
It's
travel
not-
more often based on health issues or whatever, or appears frail
Esther,
most times. How
Esther,
do you describe that?
It is even good, if Atiku is there as a statesman and is on the seat, but Obi is doing the work. It gives him what? It gives him experience.
You're saying
It
that
gives
as
him
Obi as
exposure.
vice president.
It gives him exposure. Listen,
Have you seen that they run down the office of the vice president is usually redundant?
Esther,
Started with Buhari's
not
administration.
in all cases. I've told you this thing. What happened before cannot happen today. They came on a rescue mission. I told you Atiku is a liberal. He will not allow Obi to be redundant, knowing fully well that he has something to offer. But Obi need him to execute this election. That's what I'm telling you here. Okay, who is that person that will run with Obi from the north? Mention the person. I mean, somebody that will give Obi vote from the north. Mention the person, Esther.
There is talk of Kwankwaso. Is
Kwa
that not strong enough?
what?
Kwankwaso.
Only Kano. Is that not only Kano? Even the Kano now is in disarray. Esther, just tell me that person that will take Obi round in the north and the northern people will accept him. Please tell me. I am ignorant here. Please mention the person. Because you need to go and dialogue with the northern elders. Who will introduce you? Who will take you to them? Who will do the talking that will be acceptable to them? Esther, please tell me.
But Barrister, the question is, why has the ADC refused to zone?
So-
If others have zoned, even the PDP that supposedly seems fragmented have zoned,
because
why have they refused to
Let
zone?
them finish their primary.
Let them finish their primary.
Yes, they will do the
no,
primary.
normally you zone before the primary.
Let them finish it first. That they have their own style and their own system.
Are you
Shebi
saying
they
that
said-
conversations have not been had as to if it runs out like this, if it turns out like this after the primary, this is what we're going to do? Are we saying we've not had that closed up conversation or idea has not
have
been
they
brought out?
told you? Have they told you, Esther? If they have told you now, it would have been in the open, in the public domain. If they have told you that, look, all this time we are waiting and delaying and all that, this is what we are cooking, this is it. And the people, everybody will hear about it. Is that not true?
All right,
so they have not told you anything. So don't speculate.
All right,
Until they do
Barrister.
their
In that regard, All Progressives Congress, what if they decide to go for another candidate rather than the president?
Who?
Any other person younger than the president? Do you think a number of Nigerians who are unhappy with the APC may begin to consider the party as something that can deliver?
Let nobody dream of Tinubu not contesting this election. I said, that is dream.
What I'm asking is the issue against this administration the party or the individual?
But who is the party? Who is the individual? APC is revolving around Tinubu. APC is Tinubu, whether you like it or not. So don't deceive yourself. I don't like all this speculation.
It's not speculation. We're asking because of the frailty of the president.
Who told you he's friend? Did you hear by another guy? They said that he misstep. Even the people in Turkey are telling you that what is wrong with us, that even their press did not consider it as anything, and we are making too much noise. That the man is hell and heart. Is that not what they told you?
That's
So
what
you want me
their
to
press
sit? Do you want me to sit down here and tell you that Tinubu is sick? Where is the medical report? Do I have it?
Not that he's sick. He
He's
presents
hell and
a
heart.
frail, frail demeanor,
He's just 73 years, Esther.
according to Google.
That's what he told us. He celebrated 73rd birthday last year. Is that not true?
Yes.
So what are you telling me?
That means to be 74 this year.
Yeah. So he's not too old. Do you want to doubt him? Hold on, so that NBC will ask you and DSA, they ask you, where is your information? The one he told you is not enough. You are now putting your own. Esther. Let us accept what they told us. Let the lie continue. Let us be lying to ourselves until the truth will expose itself by force. We will now say, so this is what you are lying to us. I cannot talk. Right now, I am basing my facts on the information he supplied to me. He's just 73, so let nobody say that he's frail. Don't say that, please. Some people can be older than they say, maybe because of what they have been eating. If they have been eating apple in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night, won't you hold your age very fast? So, don't tell me that the man is old. Esther, be very careful with these people.
Well, I'm not gonna wait till don't happen, but I understand where Barrister is coming from.
You want to receive another letter? Oh my God! Please, whatever they tell you from Asorok, take it. Oh, take it. Don't add your own.
We are going to take a very short break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, you wouldn't understand why my personality is sounding like this. We'll take a very short break. When we return, the program continues. To kind of stay with us.
House dey dark and nepa bill dey choke. E dey worry you as e dey affect your business. So much on don come. Imagine say you wake up for morning, light no shake, fridge don block, business no get wahala, everything dey okay. No be dream o. With Yohaco, na you dey control your light. Yohaco dey sell gas cooker, freezer, fridge, and dem go furnish you with modern kitchen o. Whether na inverter, batteries, panels, smart street lights, be na solar AC system wey you wan use for house, business, abi for industrial work, Yohaco stand chim to help you. Bye to nepa bill o. No wait till transformer go spoil again o. Oya run call Yohaco for 070-121-30260 or 080-324-82573, or you fit to call 080-669-60066. For Lagos, we dey for shop F1179 Industrial Section, Ojo Alaba International Market, or shop G6 Electronic Section, Alaba International Market, Headline, Ute Obochi Plaza, Abuja office na Corporate 13, Dubai International Market, back of Games Village, Karu District for Abuja. For Port Harcourt, we dey for number 51, Oporo Road, Eziowa Elite Trade Center for Rivers State. Yohaco website na www.yohacoproducts.com. Online store na www.yohacostore.com. Yohaco, from sun to earth, we dey make your mind dey cool.
The Lord's Chosen Charismatic Revival Movement invites you to her great annual crusade titled From Sorrow to Joy. Date Saturday 7th and Sunday 8th February 2026. Venue the Lord's Chosen Charismatic Revival Movement along Oshodi Apapa Expressway by Jesha Bus Stop, Amuodofi, Lagos, Nigeria. Time 8 a.m. daily. Ministry live, the anointed servant of God, Pastor Lazarus Moka.
Go to the school of the blind, look for those who are paralyzed, look for backsliders, look for sinners, look for people who are going through sorrow and trouble.
Come with your friends and family. From sorrow to joy, your time is now. Come and be blessed. Jesus is Lord.
Welcome back. This is the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Thank you for staying with us. We decided to take that very short break. Barrister, as we're still on the political situation in the country, is the opposition ready for what is at stake? As you know, Tinubu, he fights dirty. He doesn't fight clean. We're already hearing some persons sending messages that your NIN and your PVC, you go to a certain local government, they sort it out for you and they give you 70,000 naira, and they're not playing fair. They are applying all the strategy that you can consider. They have also tried to supposedly set up certain things on ground. So Barrister Darlington, what is the opposition doing? Because the question now is, if we complain that, they're going to disenfranchise a lot of people, they're going to use the state power to limit, the voting pattern from certain areas or certain regions to ensure that it's only the party in charge that wins or something like that. What does the opposition intend to do to ensure that that doesn't take place?
Esther,
especially if nothing is done with the Electoral Act.
Esther, please, right now, I will not sit down here and tell you that these things are done by APC, because there is no empirical evidence.
Evidence.
Yeah, there's no investigation. Nobody has been arrested. So I have told you, from now on, we'll be lying to ourselves. Even if you see the truth, until DSS and the police tell you, wait for them to tell you the truth. You hear? If they don't tell you, no problem. Let us be lying to ourselves, and let me see how this country will move forward. Right now, yes, evidence are there that something like that is going on, but have the police and INEC done the needful? to tell you who is behind all this, which party, you know. So since you don't have any evidence, how can I now sit down here and say it's APC? Esther, is it possible? So anybody could, in fact, it could be Obi self. Don't you think so? It could be Obi. So let us leave it at that. Let them be lying to us. All of them have pretended now they are not seeing this what is going on. This is part of the political strategy, Esther. Esther, this is part of the political strategy, master strategy. I have used the examples here. If somebody uses Expo to have 9 A's in WAEC, is that a brilliance and intelligence? Does it show that that person is brilliant? So since we have chosen this path, let us continue. Let us be lying. No, don't say the truth, or even when it is very obvious. The people behind this, the police have not come to tell you that yes, they did investigation and they found out that this particular party is behind this. The DSS there. So let us leave it at it is. Let them be doing what they are doing. So if you ask me, I don't know which party behind it. They might even tell you, even if you see the party, they will tell you we are not aware. These people are doing it on their own. So what will you now say, Esther? No, tell me, what will you say? So let's leave it like that. Let them be lying. Let everybody pretend as if they don't know what is going on. Let's leave it like that.
No, but the question is, what would you suggest? Because you can't rule this out. You can't rule these machinations out.
Okay.
It's always been the system whenever elections are closed or even during elections, which has caused voter apathy over time. So if right now a lot of Nigerians are interested in the polity, you have a couple of persons being dissatisfied and all whatnot, what do you think the opposition should do? Especially if the Electoral Act amendment is not done as soon as possible before campaign begin. All right? What do you think the opposition should do now?
Good.
What should be the strategic effort they should put in place?
They too should divide their own means. Because somebody created that mechanism. Abi? Somebody created it. So, if you know that they are going to shortchange you, why not create your own means of getting votes? Either to motivate or mobilize your own people and galvanize them into thinking outside the box. Is that not what you're supposed to do? So that's what I'm saying here. The opposition, this is a challenge for you. Go and think out your own sources and stop lamenting that they are buying votes somewhere. You know, from last year, I've been shouting about the 210 trillion naira that is missing from the NPC. Anybody with that money can buy the whole Nigeria 3 times. That's true or false?
Very true.
Oh, so please, since they say we should not help the country again to move us forward, let us leave it like that.
Barrister, who said you should not help the country to move us forward?
Esther.
Sir?
Esther.
You can prefer advice based from an objective point of view without any form of bias. Nobody says you should not say the truth.
You didn't hear back in Derby? Back in there when we visited us and said that, look, this particular government, they don't like to speak truth to power. This man, he came out from us, I was lamenting. That's the governor of a state. So is it me now that they will listen to me, Esther? Please tell me. You want me to speak truth to power, Abi? Are you serious? They don't know what they are doing, Abi. The rest of the country, all those people, they don't know what they are doing, Abi, Esther. You see what I told you about depending on people. People can sell their family for a cup of rice. Esther. People can sell their soul for 5,000 naira.
That's how bad the poverty is.
So when you are, I don't like deceiving people. All these things they are telling this and that is a lie. When the chiefs are down, they will deny Jesus Christ like Peter did. Peter denied Jesus Christ 3 times. But Jesus Christ saw it ahead of time. But the man never believed it. But he did it. So what are you telling me? Are you more faithful to Jesus Christ than Peter? But at the crucial moment when the chiefs are down, he denied him. So if he could do that, who are these other people you are talking about? Who will tell you that whether I collect the money or not, they will still do what they want. Let me collect the money and let them continue. God is watching them. Is that not the summary of the whole matter?
All right, Barrister. Finally, because we need to begin to take calls right now. As it stands at this very moment, the way the coup was planned is unfolding. Even the military man, the general, supposedly lieutenant or major colonel who planned the whole thing, his name is out there, and the military and the defense headquarters has eventually admitted what happened. How come this kind of thing was taking place? I mean, this is just the first term of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What happened? When the president came on board, the first thing he did was to assure the military that he was going to pay attention to their needs, provided them money for whatever it was they needed for their operations in the fight against Boko Haram and ISWAP, increase the salaries of the soldiers, specifically the foot soldiers at the war front. So, how did this happen?
Esther, I have told you several times here that no matter what you do to your concubine's son, he will never call you his father. I'm telling you, he will never. The military have been taking the largest chunk of our budget, our resources, true of us.
Very true.
Good. All this was done to placate them, to please them, but the thing is not going round. Esther, it is not going round. How about promotion, like they said those people we are talking about? So, something as minute as that can make somebody to be disgruntled. That is it. When you have failed expectations, you will never be happy. Esther, you will never be happy. And so, this other idea of promotion and all that, did you not comment, did you not say that it's not good for you to promote a junior above his oga? For whatever reason. Esther, did I not say it here?
Yes, you did.
That it will bring disgruntlement in the because good in that profession, seniority is important. Just like in the legal profession, there is seniority at the bar. But you now impose somebody, a junior, to and the senior will just either he will remain there or he will leave the service disgruntled and all that. Did I not say it here? But they didn't listen, they did their own. And now look at the result. Look at the result. With all the things that the government have been doing to the military, they see the people that are not satisfied. I don't know the people that did all these things. Infantry Corps and Signal Corps, mostly. Is that not true? So look at it. Meanwhile, it is your guys at the top that they are concentrating on. You saw when the other people were retired. So we are giving $20,000 high loss boss, and they were giving largesse just to ease them out of the military. And so when you are doing all these things, you are causing problem in the profession. And this is the result. So now that it has happened, the government had to change their system, their tactics. They had to change their tactics so that more officers will not be disgruntled. Give them their due. Promote them as at when due. And everybody will be happy. The junior officers treat them because they are the ones doing the work. The infantry, they are the one at the battlefield. You had them complaining that the 1,005 is not getting to them.
Yes.
The 1,500 is not a day is not getting to them, Esther. How will they be happy? How will they be happy? These are issues. Address it.
All right, Barrister. Armed bandits reportedly abducted the Northwest youth leader of the Tinubu Shetima campaign organization in Zamfara State. His name is Bashir Isa Gusau in a fresh attack in the state capital. The abduction occurred when no fewer than 30 heavily armed men invaded Gusau's residence, forcefully whisked him away in the presence of his wife. The gunmen arrived in large numbers, overpowering any form of resistance before taking the victim to an unknown destination. Apparently, the incident occurred today, and that security agencies had been alerted immediately after the abduction. Do you think that somehow somebody leaked his identity? Some person said, this is a family matter. Like the whole situation with the terrorists is a family matter with the government, almost like trying to indict the government to be in the same bed with those, constituting the insecurity in the country. So they said, now family matter, make them resolve on themselves, concern us. But when did it come to this point where anything like this that happens, if it has to do with any government official, Nigerians are like, good riddance to bad rubbish? How come that it has gotten to this point?
Because the kokoro where they chop leaf, e dey behind the leaf. If you look very well, you go see am. Say when you see leaf on the surface, you will see that leaf is eaten away. But you not see anything on top that eating the leaf. It's only when you look under, you will now see one ant there or whatever that is eating the leaf. Abi? So everybody doing this in the northern region, 90% of them are known. They are familiar with the terrain. They are familiar with their people know them. Esther, their people know them. It's just a question of who will talk. That is just the truth. Who will talk? So there is no high-profile personality within a locality that they are not aware of.
And it came to his house. That means they knew him. They were told about his location. This one is not like he was driving on the road and he was abducted.
I said there is nobody who is anybody in the north that these people are not aware of, because they are in all the states, in all the nook and crannies, in all the villages. So they know everybody. Some people are paying protection money. That's why they are even moving freely. Esther, that is how bad it is. Oh, that is how bad this thing has become. Because the shame of leaving their vicinity, or it will not allow them to move out. So they prefer to pay this protection money and then remain in their locality because of political reasons. What will government do now? Esther, how many people now in their den? How many people now? The 150 in that Kaduna church. Have anybody talked about
177
So have you had any news about them since that time?
No, we haven't.
Good.
Maybe the government is trying to negotiate with them.
Yes, it's true. While they are negotiating, more are being kidnapped. Esther, that is how bad it has become. Every day now you must hear one kidnap or the other. Every day. That is how bad it has become.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to take your own purview on the conversation we had this evening. And please, let's try to keep what we want to say as short as possible so we can accommodate as many calls as possible. Please turn down the volume of your radio. The reason why I allow you guys sometimes is that you want to hear to know if you've been picked. But please, immediately you have heard that you've been picked, turn it off completely. It distorts. It doesn't make the sound very clean. All right. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. 0817-1756-338. That is a WhatsApp number to send your messages to. All right. Make sure that you keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. Focus on the conversation, nothing more. Hello.
Esther, I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry. Good evening, man.
Welcome, sir. How are you?
My name is Robert. Oga Darlington, good evening, sir.
Good evening,
I can't hear you, but I believe you are listening to me. I was listening to you on the radio before you picked, so I quickly turned it off. You see, this president, our president, President Tinubu, he fell. People are mocking him because his government is bad. Had it been his government is good, as he fell, I am telling you, many people will sympathize with him. Though may God forgive those who are mocking him. You understand? When you talk about health challenge, it's not about leg. We know it's a bit old. There are some people who have eyes problem, even at a very tender age, that cannot read unless they wear glasses in their eye. That is also an eye challenge. It's not about age. You understand? Or Obasanjo, he handled the matter of leadership in this country, and he did. At least his government is better than this one that we are going through. Understand? Look at Yaya Bello. He's young. He does not have any challenge. Look how much he misappropriated in his own state. Adibe, you put such a person to take care of the presidency. What do you think will happen? What about Emefiele? It's just that this regime is bad. That is why when the president fell, maybe he wants to. And I even read he had a knee injury and surgery, something like that. So it is because the government is bad. Everybody is feeling the heat. That is why people are someone mocking him out, something like that. So I don't want. Let us pray for good leadership. the person that will come up again, let him rule Nigeria well for the benefit of everybody. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, Esther. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much, Robert, for calling, sir.
The presidency told us that the man is hell and hearty. So the man that is hell and hearty, why is he falling? That's why people are, taking a swipe at him. Nothing else.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Esther. How are you doing?
I'm fine, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fine. My name is Andrew. Barrister, well done. You have come to explain what actually happened, because I like you for one thing. You stand your ground, no matter the critics. When you used to talk about the Igbo the other time, about vote, what you said is just what you repeated today. You have the block vote. How many? How many? Look at only kind of produce 1 million that time. How many do you have? And again, this block vote you are having, was it given to an Easterner who came out to run election? Atikuna East. Obasanjo na East. If you say we are East with other Southwest, we are not, because I remember when the APC said, let the Easterners take this slot. The Yorubas, the West, they hijacked it. I watched that primary when this Mark, them, all of them were begging this president. Now that the Northerners have said we should take, including them, please give it to us. Yeah. They vehemently refused. At the end of the day, now the same man that they pursue up and down. Now, why should they not ridicule you? Do you understand? You ridicule yourself in the first place. And like you said, let these Igbo people, they should cool down. Because there's nowhere in the world where they carry vote, go give somebody solar, go and do it. Let me tell you the truth. If APC train moves to the south, moves to the east, it is those people like that are helping them to build the party, like Imo State governor them. Now then they pick, not be
yes.
Unless Obi party should move to the east and make impact. Then they let people be. These people don't know the political party. Trump nearly died 2 times a gunshot. One of them directly to his ear. If not the kind of person who is wearing bulletproof, if not that thing don't blow his head already. So he want that at the end of the day, he will not carry that seat to come and give to you. They don't look at Probia. In what I criticize them now, it's still in government. If you, even though one person come out to vote, you will win. If you contest, if you protest, they will lock you up. Unless if the 99% of the country comes out to protest, that is the only way the government can run. But if it's not a handful of one section that comes out, election don't pass, they don't pass. Let me tell you the truth. Do you know that they put a government enjoys more than the president? From the local government, president is just one slot. Look at the mass in Son has become a local government chairman automatic. As a result of party structure. So the people that are enjoying the government are many. If this government say 1 million plus people have lost their job because Obi will not give them job, so they must stay to protect this particular party. That is how it is done all over the world. Which Kamala Harris has won. Obama wife for get appointment and so many other persons. But look at it, they didn't win. Trump now put his own people. That is how it is done all over the world. So it's not a brotherly love. Now no brother for jungle. That is politics. Let the people know this and know it's once and for all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My brother, thank you.
Hello.
Thank God you people are.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Welcome. What's your name?
Sorry?
What is your name, sir?
My name is Abba. I'm calling
Abba.
from Paris, France.
Hello?
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, you say your name is what? Abang?
Yes.
Calling from where?
From France. Yes. Here's my contribution.
All right, sir. Go ahead. You don't want to tell us where you're calling from, but no ish. Go ahead.
No, I'm calling from Paris, France.
From Pakistan.
Paris.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Please go ahead.
Long.
Yes, we want to. We hear Barry Darlington all the time complaining, so we like to hear his solutions. We like to hear him prefer solutions more.
Okay, all right.
He's always complaining.
We have been providing solutions. No, it's not that they don't listen.
All right, please go ahead.
Barry Darlington is always complaining. He doesn't want to join the obedience, and he doesn't want to provide solutions. So, what does he want us to do?
No, I have. If it's that one, I have.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, we are hearing you.
Yes, so I said Barrister Darlington is not providing solutions. He's always complaining.
I said I have been. What are you? I have given my solution to Obi and Atiku.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. But hope you've heard what I said. So
I heard you. I heard you. Yeah, you can listen from your your phone.
All right. Is that all you called to say? I think that's all you called to say.
That was it. Esther, please, I want you to charge me to court now. Have I not been? You can see Esther. At the end of the day, they will blame you.
Hello.
You can see now.
Hello, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Fine, I'm fine.
Welcome. Please, what's your name?
From Alawati.
All right, please go ahead. Speak louder. I can't hear you.
Later, your barrister.
Okay, well done.
I heard barrister talking about Obi deputizing Atiku. I want to ask a question. In 2023, who won the election apart from INEC and the judiciary that deceive us? They said Obi does not have any ground, it doesn't have anything, and at the end of the day, by the special grace of God, not that the Nigerian electoral system is rubbish. They deprived him what he won. How can somebody who won election clean and clear, at the end of the day, you want to become a vice president to somebody? I don't see that something good, because I see. Let me give you as instances from my own point of view. I am a vice chairman to my where I'm doing business. In our own organization, I'm a vice chairman. I found out this is my second tenure. Vice chairman is a spare tire. You can only act when your guy is not around. You can only act when your guy give you power to act. And if anything goes wrong, it's you and your guy. They will not say because this man is a president, this one is a vice president. All of you will be answering to it. So that's the idea I'm looking at. It's not see that Atiku being or this one. If Atiku want to help us truly, I say they want to help us. At least by the grace of God, since 1999, we Igbos, including me, have been supporting other tribes. Let them support us to do themselves. Let's see. If I don't know, we do not win, no problem. But let them support us. We will support Obasanjo. We will support Seratua. We will support Jonathan. We will keep on supporting people. If 2019 we support Jonathan and Atiku and the OP. So if they support us, it's not a bad thing. We are not slaves to this country. They did not buy us as a slave. They said we are one Nigeria, and Igbo are part of the Nigeria. We are part of Nigeria, so we should eat the fruit of Nigeria as a Nigerian citizens. That's my own take. Good night.
All right, good night. 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Malam Bello.
Mrs. Esther.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you very much.
Welcome, Malam Bello.
I greet
Malam
you.
Bello, I want to drink original cold kunu.
As I'm talking to you, I am drinking nono. I don't know if you know what is nono.
I don't know, obviously.
Okay.
All right, Malam Bello, please go ahead.
Barrister for me, but Darlington.
Bello, how you doing?
Fine, sir. Good evening. Esther, you must be a very beautiful girl because your voice that I always hear. I will try to check you on YouTube.
We're shooting on YouTube. You can join us there, actually. Thank you.
Let me tell you. See, may God Almighty continue to bless your management and bless you and Barrister Darlington for always stand behind the truth. See, let me tell you. Since Buhari became a president of this country as APC, it is very difficult to call a place like this MCC Nigeria in Nigeria because of the attitude of the party and the attitude of both Buhari and this current president. You know, how did Nigerian government trace the loot of Abacha? We don't know up to today. How do they trace how much Alison Dizani Madueke looted when she was the Minister of Petroleum under Goodluck Jonathan? But now, when Buhari became a Minister of Petroleum, the corruption in the system became so worse. Now, Tinubu became a Minister of Petroleum, 210 trillion was right off. Tell me, if Tinubu and Buhari are not Minister of Petroleum. Can you tell me that money will just go like that? So what is wrong? If Tinubu is being pushed, is Nigeria greater than Tinubu or not? Or Tinubu is greater than Nigeria? That is the question I always ask. It is only this country, Nigeria, that you see that the president is greater than the country. Without the country, he can never be president. He is a president of Nigeria because there is Nigeria, and Nigeria is greater than him. So that is that. But what I am trying to say now is that, see, let me tell you, the first democracy day of the president, he fell down flat in the ceremonial vehicle. He fell down. I told you, Daddy, if you remember, Darlington, that he fell down, that was a sign of failure.
No, sir. It like anybody can fall. He tripped on his
Anybody can fall, but he is the first Nigerian president that fall on democracy day. History will never forget that. You know. So, see, let me tell you something. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Nigeria does not belong to only president. You see, this president will go, another one will come, another one. The same. If Tinubu leave now, you will see the mess. Okay, how did the EFCC or whatsoever trace how much Abubakar Malami stole, according to them? Then NNPC 210 trillion. Just what kind of a country is it? How about that? Thank you very much, and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Malam Bello, for calling. All right. Hello, good evening. Turn down the volume of your radio, okay? Hello.
Yes, good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. How are you? Welcome. Turn down the volume of your radio, please. Turn down the volume of your radio.
Good evening, Barrister Darlington.
Well done, my brother. How you doing?
Hello, good evening, Barrister Darlington.
I'm greeting you back, oh.
Yeah, Esther.
Sir?
Talking about oppositions.
Is this ACN?
For me, I think what the opposition need to do to be able to match up with APC is to learn how to lie.
Okay.
If the opposition can perfect their act on how to lie, because this APC government, all they know how to do is how to lie. So when we are talking that we don't have a vibrant opposition, I think what we are looking at is an opposition that knows how to lie. Because the opposition we have today are oppositions that criticize the government constructively. But when it comes to APC, they just know how to lie. Look at this issue of coup, for instance. We were told before now that this is just people that went for exam malpractice and that they are being punished for one reason.
Yeah.
2 months after them, they are now being court-martialed for planning coup against the president.
No, in fact, the first time was
since
they wanted
APC
to
came into power, everything about this government is lie. When Barrister Darlington is telling you that he doesn't want to talk about the age of the president, he still falls in the same line of the same lie. And I get very, very upset each time I hear about this 210 million, 210 trillion that is missing.
I'm telling you.
When we talk about 210 trillion in a country that minimum wage is 70,000 and people are struggling to eat 3 square meals a day, you then ask yourself, are we truly a nation? Are we truly a country? So Esther, my final thought this evening is that perhaps it is about time we go our separate ways in this country, because I don't see any remedy. I do not honestly see any solution of putting Nigeria together as a country. Finally, I would prefer to have a person of P2B as a president rather than for him to deputize Atiku. Reason is that I do not think that Atiku is any better than Tinubu, and I don't just want us to grab power for the sake of grabbing it. I want somebody that will provide meaningful leadership, that will give the citizen of this country the dividend of democracy, because we have so suffered in this nation. That experiment has not worked. We experimented it with Buhari. Let us give him power. Oh, he's an ex-general. Oh, he knows this. Oh, he knows that. At the end of the day, we shot ourselves on the leg. Now we are into the Tinubu era. We are being told is the matter strategies. That strategy has not worked at all. So somebody canvassing for us to go with Atiku again, simply because if Atiku wants to be as patriotic as he's been spoken about, let him support Obi. That will not diminish him. Rather, it will give him the statesmanship that he so desire to be. Thank you very much.
All right, ACN, I think. He didn't tell us his name. His voice is familiar. Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Engineer Dr. Chukwujeku Onwelu.
Engineer Dr. Chukwujeku Soso Gewa.
Yes.
If you're watching me on YouTube, I'm clapping for you. All right, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I must appreciate the good work you are doing there.
Thank you.
However, the guy you have around you there that is called Barrister Darlington is a total disappointment to me and some other listeners.
Well, what happened? Why is it total disappointment?
That guy is not a lawyer. He doesn't know ABC of law.
Child.
And he talks from the two sides of his mouth.
Oga, calm down. No, you're vexed, calm down. Be careful. Barrister, hold on. Be careful with how you modulate, because he's not a guy. He's an elderly man, okay? Please.
Anti-Igbo. He doesn't represent the good of Igbo nation in any way.
Yeah.
And that very guy, if I am to be with him one-on-one, I will teach him a great lesson.
Oga.
Esther, allow this man to talk. Please.
No.
Let him go. Esther.
No.
Oh.
No.
He has not said what he wants to say now. I want to hear him.
Barrister.
Let him tell you how he's more Igbo than me. Oh, Esther.
Barrister, no. You don't encourage such conversations.
Please, I want him to, I want to hear him.
Engineer Dr. Chukwujeku. I was just doffing cap for you with all that. Calm down, Oga. Calm down. Him. No, Barrister, hold on, please.
Is it not me he's talking to?
No, you don't call on air and make such defamatory comments. And I don't know what you mean physically deal with him. Everyone is entitled to their opinions. I was expecting you to counter some of the things he has said. Counter them with your own perspective, not to derogate him or denigrate him. A lot of persons don't agree with what he says. Sometimes I don't agree with what he says or how he analyzes issues. But when you call, tell us, pick out the angles through which he said stuff that you're not comfortable with. That's all. Not to call him, not to be condescending. Nah, it's not necessary.
I know it is not necessary. Soludo and show me the lodge.
It's not necessary. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Esther.
Sir?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
The last caller.
Yeah.
I spoke against Barrister Darlington. That was unfair judgment. Barrister Darlington is a full Igbo man.
No, leave him.
He speaks the truth. At times we may not align with what he says. But what he's saying, it makes sense, especially at this present point in time. When it comes to OP, I'm against him deputizing Atiku. Why? Atiku is a Muslim. I'm not against Muslims. I have friends that are Muslims. But for now, we don't need that. We need someone that can move this country forward. We need someone that will structure Nigeria. And Obi is the only person for now that can do that. I think we can't. Because his Muslim brothers and Islamists will not allow him to. That is my point. Nigeria needs to be structured. And again, my Igbo brothers, wherever you are, just go and get your PVC card. Whether you're a Christian, wherever you are, just go and get your PVC. Whether you're Hausa Christian, Fulani Christian, Yoruba Christian, whoever you are, just go and get your PVC. Don't worry about what will happen during the election. If you has money, people are there to back P2B. They are ready. I know that. I know what I'm saying. When it comes to the glitch, we are also ready for that glitch. People are ready for that glitch. And also, Trump is also waiting for Tinubu. I know what I'm saying. He's waiting for it.
Okay.
The way you say you know what you're saying, you know even
No, he wasn't.
You won't understand. You won't understand. When you reach 2027, we will know what's happening.
FBI. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for calling.
He was in the meeting.
Hello. Sorry, this caller has been waiting. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Okay, this is Emeka from Ogun State.
Emeka from Ogun State, I apologize for keeping you. Please go ahead.
Now, what I want to say, number one, I want to ask a question. The numbers of these people that are kidnapping, is it in this planet Earth they are keeping them or on that planet Earth? That nobody can identify. I don't know actually. I'm just asking. And the next thing I want to say, I'm seeing it sometimes as a dream. You know, when somebody is saying that maybe any opposition will overthrow, other is overthrown, other is that they will win the Chirumbo in the next election. Because if they cannot be able to win him when he was not in power, when the money, you know, have not even been on his control, let me put it that way. Now, is it now that he's now sitting there? Now, look at what is happening. Somebody was saying in national radio the other day that in some local governments in Lagos there, they are asking people to bring their, you know, the voter card. Yet, you know, with 70,000 naira, and people are going there. And the opposition, nobody can go there and to verify, to raise, you know, alarm about that because they are afraid. I'm still believing that before the 2027 election, many opposition will be in because APC are mean or you know concerning 2027 election. They are not laughing. Are they saying anything about security, insecurity, or anything? They are only talking about to win that seat again. And you are talking about insecurity, and they are still targeting most of all this opposition. That before the 2027, many of them will end. Because, and that's why many of them are careful because now these people they are using EFCC, to attack anybody that mistakenly raise up their head. Has any APC member been attacked by APC these people? No, nobody. But let any opposition now mistakenly make any move now, they will find the fault and they will put him in. So what Barrister is saying, for the last. There is no time he was condemning Obi not to go there. What he says is that if Atiku can only raise Obi hand, let Awusa support him. I mean, that is all. Remember that Chirumbo was his hand. I mean, the man that the elect president raised his hand up, and that is why Awusas, vote him. And if Atiku did not raise Obi hand, Awusas cannot vote him because Awusas are still empowered to control this power.
All right,
so that's what I want to say. God bless us.
Thank you. Hello. Hello, turn down the volume of your radio, please. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. This is Cyrus calling from Satellite Town.
Cyrus. Okay, Cyrus. Welcome, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Go ahead.
Yeah, first time caller.
Really? Where's my bell? Cyrus, you're honorably welcome to the VOP family.
Yeah, Esther, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, Barrister Darlington, good evening.
Good evening, my brother. How you doing?
I'm fine, sir. Hi, Barrister Darlington, you are really a prophet. I've been listening to your message. I've been listening to what you've been saying all this while. And now look at it. Look at Obi now. You said something about Obi. And somebody accused you on that you are not going to say anything again about Obi. But what happened now?
I wonder.
What happened?
I wonder.
So you see, sometimes when you talk, people will think maybe you are not with them, but you are saying the truth. You are saying the truth. Please just keep it on. No matter what, the truth is very, very bitter. That's just it. The truth is very bitter. Because I know that people will castigate you, people will tell you, even if you tell lie, people will still tell you that you are not saying the right thing. So keep it on. Keep it on. And what you are saying, I know that it will surely come to pass. Because you have already seen it and you have known what politics is all about. Thank you for doing what you are doing. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
And Barrister Darlington.
Yes.
Good evening. Boyson, right?
And this is Boyson, yes.
Hi, Boyson.
From Afromedia.
Welcome, Boyson. Please go ahead.
Thank you. You see, Barrister,
Yes.
I have always been following your submission, and you are always apt with whatever you say.
Yes.
But on this Obi article, my dear brother, there is still more to it. Like the one caller said, what will happen? Will heaven fall if Atiku gets up now in his own wisdom and say, okay, let me support Obi? Will heavens fall? So it's just being pragmatic. If he does that, he will earn more respect. I don't want to, it's not as if I'm supporting Obi or I'm supporting Atiku. But what I'm saying is, the way you've been saying this, my brother, to me, I would say, maybe you just calm down a little. Because, so that, like the other man who talked, the way he talked, I didn't like it. He was trying to be arrogant. So I wouldn't want people to be arrogant to you or derogatory. So please, I want you to be coming down.
Okay,
but all we need is just a way to get this APC government out. That is just my own concern. God bless you. Good night.
Boyson, well done. Thank you for calling. Let me take some messages now. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. My name is Charles. Please send me the number of the caller that threatened Barrister Darlington. Let me pay him a visit. Oh, Shay.
Please don't. Oh my God, these people.
Oh my God, and that one don't talk say, Esther, look how you are pampering the man that insulted Barrister Darlington. If it was an opposition, another tribe, I know how you would have spoken your big English. But see the way you're telling the man, calm down. I don't tell una say, I don't get Panadol for una headache. No be me be the cause of una frustration. No be me. My own is just come and present things as they are. So I don't know what you mean by this statement you have made now. You are very good at deliberately twisting things, but anything that fits the fancy, you can absorb it. Good evening, Esther and Barrister. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Expect more critics for saying the truth. The Nigerian political space today will not allow Peter Obi. You didn't tell us your name. Olamide from Ikoton says, good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Come 2027, we need to make sure we vote APC out with evidence. I advise people to get body cam or glasses with camera to video activities in various polling units. I got my body cam already, so I advise people to do as well. Oga, I love you. You're ready. Oh, she ready, gang. All right. Good evening, VOP. Good evening to you, sir. I want to ask, are we in a democracy or autocracy of feudalism? Even military did not do half of what this government, APC government, is doing from the president downwards. For someone in Lagos demolishing people's homes because he wants to please the Lagos elites, the innocent people want to protest. The governor sent police to intimidate and tear gas them away. Such impunity. This was what happened at the end, where innocent persons were massacred, still under APC government. It shows that anyone that enters through vote buying, intimidation, cash and carry, and judiciary can behave like this. Lekon from Lagos. All right, Lekon, well done. Good evening, Esther Wachukwu, your guest in the studio. Esther, I have a strong advice for the president to please step down for young people between the ages of 50, 60 who are capable of governing our country. Nigeria also well eligible, both fitness, in terms of fitness, competence levels, and many others. Remy from Ejibo. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. One thing that is so sure is this: if the ADC does not apply wisdom and strategy to coming election, there is fear for the ruling party not to continue ruling, and we need to unseat this administration. Okay, this is Mr. Sam from Ijegu. Good evening, Esther. Please tell Barrister Darlington that I'm so in love with him. God bless VOP. Barrister, you're being crushed on.
Who? Is it a man or a woman?
If it's a man, what will happen?
No, I don't want that one. No.
Why?
14 years is waiting for.
Oh my God! There are different types of crushes. There's mental crush. There's intellectual crush. There's emotional crush. There's physical crush.
My brother.
So I think the man is intellectually crushing you.
Let my brother monetize your crush.
I like that one. That's the cuckoo. Hi, Esther. I believe it was a mistake to cut off the person speaking against the barrister. The truth often unsettles the weak and can provoke a violent reaction, much like how people reacted to Jesus when he spoke the truth. The barrister should probably expect more of this moving towards him. Okay, this is a national radio. You can't allow such violent tendencies or innuendos. It's very wrong. Okay, thank you very much. I understand where you're coming from though. Good evening, VOP family. Barrister Darlington is doing well, but you should go easy with this Obi and article issue. You should be coming down on Obi. Daniel from Akpakpa. All right, Okpekayinde from Ijegun. Good evening to you and Mr. Darlington. Nice analysis. One president health falling, it's normal to fall, but why are some insensitive people mocking him? Some would not even attain that age before losing some sensitive parts in their body. Anyone who mocks the dead don't even know where he or she would end up his life. Oga, this your message is contradicting. The president is very much alive. Why will you say anyone who mocks it? God forbid in Jesus' name. Please go and rewrite this message. I know you love president, but the way you talk to you wrote it now. You have indicted yourself. Nobody is mocking the which dead. Go and rewrite your message. I don't think you understood what you wanted to write. I understand where you're coming from, but you made a mistake. I will not finish your message. Good evening, Esther. I greet your analyst there. Wouldn't you change the name of your station? Esther, you are so
To what?
Elder Timothy from Ikotun Beleo. Sorry for you. I'm not the cause of your frustration, sir. But thank you. Good evening, Esther. The man that challenged barrister don't know politics, only to give himself name. The barrister is saying the truth. All right. Well done. This person says, good evening, VOP. Like Wike, Soludo, and Sanwo-Olu, birds of the same feathers. They're being authoritarian and they haven't provided security that will make insecurity in the state to be eradicated. You don't want to push the people into the lion's den to be killed, just like when the president said people should go to farm in the midst of bandits and Boko Haram. It's a suicide mission. The people should protest and go to court. All right, well done. Thank you very much. I think they'll go to court too. They already said they'll go to court. Good evening, Esther. Good evening to you. Thank you very much. The way the president is falling, it needs to be studied though. The 210 trillion naira, where is it? Okay, we are looking, all of us are asking the same question. Where is it? Good evening, Esther. Barrister Darlington speaks bitter truth and nothing but the truth. Tell that engineer doctor to go and learn courtesy. Pastor Patrick from Mayron. All right, Pastor Patrick. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. My name is Michael from Surulere. Sometimes we fail to reason as a people, especially those of us who claim to be obedient. Why are we not saying things from a different angle? With this shenanigan from the Louds and other urchins who are anxiously waiting for the next election to cash out and cause mayhem, especially in Lagos, which is all right, I hear you, I get you. More than for a message, okay? Good evening, Esther. Good evening to you and Barrister Darlington. Please tell Barrister Darlington to stop saying Obi should deputize Atiku. If he wants to campaign for Atiku, he should campaign for Atiku separately and tell us what Atiku will do for Nigeria different from Tinubu. Obi Kwankwaso ticket will defeat Tinubu easily. This is Ola from Agor Palace. Good evening, Esther and Honorable Barrister Darlington. Soludo is on point. There is a time for everything. Since 2021, they've been sitting at home every Monday. Where is the fruit? Enough of that childish attitude. Andrew from Ojo. All right, Andrew, well done. Hi, VOP, please. I want to appeal to the station not to entertain some opinions and as such should not be allowed to complete their statement on air. All right, thank you very much. Several times, a lot of callers make obscene statements on air, and some will not allow these statements to fly. That said, Peter Obi deputizes Atiku deputizes Peter Obi allowed so far as power is taken from APC. Finally, how can terrorists carry over 100 people and move through the forest without being tracked? See again, a news is flying about military men being killed in Borno and nothing will happen. But if it's the south, the area would have been razed to the ground. This is from Sean. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. I want to state clearly that Barrister Darlington did not insult Igbos or any other tribe. His analysis has been purely intellectual and based on his experience. Barrister Darlington, Ima in Lagos loves and respects you. All right. Good evening, Esther. Olamineko from Bariwa. Esther, you gave too much time to engineer Dr. Chukwu something. You should have cut him off with his first sentence. He's just one of the arrogant, educated persons. I wonder how people like that would raise their children. I personally don't agree with Barrister Darlington on some issues, but he still deserves some respect from every reasonable adult. Barrister, continue with your good work. I say kudos to you. Esther, please. Yes, I can hear you. My name, yes. Esther, good evening. Educating the youth would remove the elite control from their youths, which is happening already because of the influx of northern youth to Lagos. I wish our Yoruba brothers and sisters in Islam would use this opportunity to reorientate those coming to Lagos with fanatical tendency and teach them to embrace the southwest way of practicing genuine Islamic religion. The Fulani hates to stay out of power for long. Did Buhari not retire some top military men to bring officers he trusted? How come the army did not plan a coup during Buhari's time in power? Patrick from Ije Ododo. All right. Thank you so much. Esther, please, is Darlington the same with Comrade Akman? No, Darlington is not the same. Wait, are you joining us for the first time? No, it's not. Good evening, my dear lady, sister and queen of VOP. Thank you, and Honorable Barrister Darlington and Babeji from Oshodi, praying that sooner than later Nigeria will reshape. Please, Esther and Barrister Darlington, I want to ask, Peter Obi deputized Atiku in 2019 general presidential election. Did they win? I, for one, don't think that Barrister Darlington is telling Peter Obi the right thing to do by deputizing him. Since 1999 till date, all the southern Nigerian regions have been given a chance to produce a president for Nigeria and for Nigerians except the south and southeast. Why can't they give an Igbo man a chance to lead or rule? All right, well done. Good evening, VOP. Good evening to you. The man that called as vice chairman in his market, hope Barrister Darlington heard what the man said. We move. Soldier from Ojo. All right. Esther, you too, self, keep your head there. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Good evening, Esther Machuku, Barrister Darlington Agumo, Solomon Asika from Mushi. Barrister, your sarcasm this night is out of bounds, and the lab between you and Esther is contagious. And please, who made that suit for our president? That person should be arrested. I was looking for a president, and it took me like 3 minutes to recognize him, and it took President Erdogan of Turkey like 5 minutes to keep redirecting our president on how to work or where to turn. Barrister Darlington, what have you done to our listeners that they are against you?
Who are you? Is that the more people are more understanding than those who don't? So why should I bother myself?
All right. Good evening, Sister Esther. Please ask Darlington if Abubakar Atiku has been delisted from the list of 400 sponsors of Fulani jihadists. Has Atiku visited Benue, Plateau, and Nasarawa to commiserate with them over Fulani killings? Why must Igbos be second all the time? Atiku is coming to finish the Tari. You guys. Come on, you guys. Come on. Calm down. No, don't say that. Good evening, Esther. Please, I see you like to discuss Obi's matter with Barrister to demarcate Obi. Please stop discussing this matter with him. Keep his matter for other analysts to discuss, or you pair him with another analyst to check, balance him. Ben from Alaba. Ben, you heard me play Peter Obi's insert. This is in the news. We discuss what is in the news. I cannot, because of you, not discuss it. Mabinu. No verse. People are taking things too personal.
And Peter B condemned what they are doing. He condemned it. He condemned what they are doing to him. Esther. Peter B condemned what they are doing to him. Yet they will not listen.
Esther, good evening, Wanyoma. I believe you have been able to discover that Barrister Darlington does not like Peter Obi. And any Igbo man speaks against Peter Obi would be labeled a traitor. His speech against Peter Obi causes a lot of indignation. And one other part of Igbo land Barrister Darlington hails from. Please, Esther, do advise that man. My name is Emperor from Ojo Alaba. Esther, I told you.
I'm not even an Igbo man.
We are from where? Venus.
I'm from heaven.
Good evening, Esther. Does Mr. Darlington for a moment ever over the incoherence in his declamation about Atiku? Mr. Darlington, remember that posterity will evaluate whatever you are saying and doing now. Valentine.
What did I say wrong about?
I know that's Valentine. I wish you guys can be a little bit apathetic to issues. Because me, I already see how things are already.
I am so happy that Obi has reprimanded them on what they are doing to him. Yeah, they didn't listen to that one. No. It is my own, they will talk.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're still on. This is still the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. So I have a very interesting message for you guys, and please pay very keen attention. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take back your health, your strength, and your life. Very vital, very important. We're introducing the natural powerhouse from Emerald Global. Oh yes, the 100% organic plant-based wellness solution transforming lives across Nigeria. So here this goes. It's not your regular supplement, as you guys know. Oh no. Emerald Global's natural formula is loaded with rich bioactive plant compounds that work wonders in your body naturally. Now, what are the results? Like a couple of testimonies you've heard over time right here. It balances hormones, it boosts immunity, it acts as a natural antioxidant and antibiotic, relieves allergies and fights infections. In fact, improves digestion and lowers bad cholesterol. A couple of you that like to get bloated anytime you eat anything little, Emerald Global helps you dissipate that problem. It normalizes blood pressure and boosts blood circulation, reverses diabetes, eases arthritis, tackles typhoid and malaria, and even more. It boosts libido, improves vision, supports kidney and liver health, enhances male and female fertility. A couple of you are having issues with the morning wood. This helps resolve all of that problem or challenge. And a couple of you trying to conceive, well, you can try Emerald Global. They will help redirect that factor. Fertility can take place. Fights fibroid, ulcers, asthma, prostate issues, stroke, and more. It's indeed a true diamond mine of wellness. So here is the big one. When you visit Emerald Global, you get a free health checkup plus a free tutorial on how to maintain your health naturally. Yes, it's completely free. Free health checkup and a free tutorial on how to maintain your health naturally. So why do you have to wait? Visit Emerald Global on 74 Brown Street, off Church Street, Oshodi by 10 a.m. Or you can call the number 080-3353-5515. I'll take that again. 080-3353-5515 or 070-839-12427. 070-839-12427 right now. Test and see, because with Emerald Global, nature heals, restores, and transforms. Precisely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another interesting conversation for you this evening. Right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Beyond the conversation that we have, we try as much as possible to help ourselves generate income. How are you, gentlemen?
Very well.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me as well.
Please enlighten us.
All right. My name is Daniel. Good evening, everyone. And like I've always said, the reason why I come here is just to come and enlighten people on the need to learn a skill. I mean, we keep emphasizing on this because understand this clearly, ladies and gentlemen. It's a new year, and the year is fast running. And the question you ask yourself is this: what new thing did I want to achieve this year? Right? If you're in the category of those who truly want to take their finances serious, if you're in the category of those who really want to learn something different and learn something new from what you did last year, then you must pay attention to this information. Now, Bell AI, as it were, is organizing a free training on artificial intelligence known as AI. All right. I mean, we've been on this in the last couple of weeks, and the feedback we're getting has been so amazing, and it's quite encouraging. And that's why we keep coming back to say, you know what? A lot of persons need to know about this. And the most exciting part about the whole thing is the fact that we have been able to decentralize it here on the mainland. The training is still ongoing on the mainland. All right, we're also making plans to also be on the island. So for those on the island, just be patient. We'll soon visit the island. But for now, we are still on the mainland. And it will interest you to know that we now have currently about 6 centers on the mainland. 6 centers on the mainland for the Bell AI training. And like I said, it's 100% free. So we have a training center here in Ikeja. We have a training center at Dokpemu. We have a training center at Egbeda, Ikotu, Igondo, and also at Ogba. So whichever one is closer to you, you can attend the training. Now, the training runs on Friday and also on Saturday. And of course, for those that are free on Sunday, we can also make the trainers available just so that you can be educated on how you can create another stream of income using the power of AI. Now, a lot of people use AI for different purposes. Some use AI to edit videos. Some have used AI to edit pictures. And these are things they could sell online. But however, even if you're not very good in graphics, and you probably will not be able to do that, come and learn how you can use AI with your smartphone to create another streams of income that will be giving you consistent daily money. I am not saying you're going to make $1 million or $1 billion in just 1 week. No, but consistently knowing this and using it will really go a long way to improve, number one, your knowledge, and it will also add so much value to your pocket. Now, let me say this before I call out the reason and how you can be at this training. You need to understand that, look, your children are going to ask you questions. I tell people this when I'm giving my training, even if it's just for the sake of knowing this, for the purpose of discussion. And maybe if you're wealthy, you don't have need for money, you're not paying bills, you're so comfortable. But at least the knowledge will help you for the sake of discussion. Because imagine your children asking you, oh, Dad, how much of AI do you know? And you say, well, I don't understand anything. They'll just look at you as old school. And you don't need to. Age doesn't really matter when it comes to knowledge. All right, and what you know is what gives you edge. A lot of time we keep talking about Nigeria, the economy is this, the economy is that. But in this same economy, people are buying new houses. People are buying cars. Now, how are they able to achieve this? It's based on what they know. So simply put, that the rich, all right, and the poor, the difference between the rich and the poor is what they know. So if you are interested in learning about AI, now understand this, I said, it's absolutely free. If you want to be a part of that training, what you simply need to do is to secure your seat. And in doing so, it is expected that you send us a WhatsApp message. Please pay attention to this. One major criteria that is required is that you must own a smartphone. All right, you must own a smartphone. Because what we'll be doing on the training centers is practical. We're taking you through practical sections. For those that have attended it, they got so much value and they're super excited. A lot of them are actually coming back for more training because, of course, you can't know everything in one day. So what we do is that for all the trainers, we create a WhatsApp group, put them in a WhatsApp group, and then the training continues there on the group. So you have any challenge, you have any question, please feel free to ask. And after the training, we're going to show you how you can activate another stream of income, leveraging on the power of AI. Now, for you to be a part of this training, all you need to do is send us a message on WhatsApp. Just say AI plus the location that is closer to you. Remember, I mentioned Ikeja. Dr. Emu location is there, Egbeda, Ikotun, Igondo, and Ogba. So just say AI and the location that is closer to you as a WhatsApp message to the phone number 081 807 44066. Let me take the number one more time. Send us AI plus any of these locations that is closer to you, all right, as a WhatsApp message to the phone number 0818 07 44066. And what you will get is the exact location for the training, your seat reservation code, very important. That's what we get to you. Somebody will definitely reach out to you and then will let you know if your seat is secure. Remember, the training runs on Friday, on Saturday, and also on Sunday. So there is no excuse. You don't have any excuse whatsoever why you shouldn't be at this training. Again, like I said, it is 100% free. We are giving out this much value for free. And why are we doing this? This is our own way of contributing to the society, especially to those who are intentional about creating wealth this season. Understand this clearly, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't do anything different from what you did last year, you will end up this year the same way you ended up last year. So if that is not what you want, then one of the things I want to encourage you to do is learn something new. Learn something different. You can take advantage of this training. I mean, if you're so busy you can't come, if you have a wife, encourage your wife to be there. If you can send your child to come, encourage them to be there. After all, the training is absolutely free. And the training center now are closer to almost everybody, because you can imagine a training center in Ikeja, in Dr. Emu, in Egbeda, in Ikotun, in Igondo, and also in Ogba. So what do you need to do? All right, get your phone right now and send us AI plus your location to the phone number 081 807 44066. Let me call the number one more time. Just send us a WhatsApp message, all right? Say AI plus your location and the day and time and venue and your seat reservation code for that day will be sent across to you. Just send us AI plus any of this location that is closer to you. All right, to the phone number is a WhatsApp number actually. So make sure you send us AI through WhatsApp. All right, send us through WhatsApp. Now, while we're emphasizing on WhatsApp, we want to be sure that you have the criteria to be at the training, and the criteria is just a smartphone. You know, just send us AI plus your location to the phone number 081 807 44066. Let me call you number one more time. The number you send us the WhatsApp message to is send AI plus your location to the phone number 081 8074 4066. Now let me say this to us. If you own a smartphone and you're not making money with your smartphone, permit me to say this, guys, that smartphone is smarter than you, and that's the truth. I mean, a lot of guys are leveraging on their smartphone. You see most of the Gen Zs right now, they just sit and get glued to their phone. Sometimes you think they are playing games. Bro, they are making money legitimately. A lot of people just go on their phones. This has nothing to do with forex trading. All right, he's not anything techie. It's not complicated. You don't need to be a graduate to be able to learn this thing. I mean, if you can simply navigate with your smartphone, then you are eligible to be at this training. Somebody asks, who are those that can come? If you're paying bills, remember very soon, women's school go on holiday. Of course, we know what it means. It means upon resumption, another school fee is staying at you. And one stream of income is not enough. If you're doing a business, you're a salary earner, you're a teacher, whatever it is that you're doing, one stream is not enough. Now, this is an avenue for you to add another stream of income to whatever you're doing. So you need to take advantage of this training. And like I said, it's 100% free. So what you got to lose? Nothing. Send us the message right now and then reserve your seat. Just send us AI plus the location that is closer to you to the phone number 081 807 44066. Let me call AI plus the location that is closer to you to this phone number 081 807 44066. And you're going to get the venue, the time, and your seat reservation code will be sent across to you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
We appreciate you giving us that insight. I'm going to take 2 more calls and read out a few messages so we can wrap up the conversation this evening. 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
My name is Solomon.
Solomon, calling from where, please?
Calling from Morile.
All right, Solomon, quickly go ahead. Thank you.
First caller.
First time caller. Wow. Welcome to the VOP family. Please, Solomon, go ahead. Hello?
Can I hear you?
Yes, go ahead. Speak, please. We don't have time. We're wrapping up. Go ahead. Hello?
I can hear you.
Speak now. Talk, Oga. You called to speak. Speak.
So I talk about Atiku and Obi. Hello?
Solomon, I don't think you're ready to speak. 080-3692-9933. That's the number to call. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name, please?
Akuriba is my name. I'm calling from Apapa.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Esther.
Sir?
First, I would like to speak on your topic of yesterday. I'm sorry.
No, okay.
On Nelson.
No time.
Okay. Let me talk on Barrister Barrington. You see, many people call, they don't know that politics is all about strategy. It's not about emotion. Okay, if you want a political power, you have to work for it. You cannot wait for people to just give it to you as an entitlement. If people wish Obi to be in Aso Rock, I think this is the time for them to support him. Okay? If he wins the ADC presidential ticket, very good. But if he did not, Atiku extend the hand of fellowship of to being vice. If Atiku wins it, he should not even hesitate. Grab it with both hands. Okay? Politics is all about strategy. It's not about emotions. It's only the obedient. Some of them are the one who wants to lead their leader. Wankwasi are listening to Wankwaso. The Bat listening to Tinubu. Articulate listening to Atiku. It's only Obi people who wants to get everything all by force. I just laugh at them. They continue to insult Barrister Darrington, but the man is only telling them the obvious truth. How I wish that we understand. They should continue. And most of all these people don't have the voters card though. Let me tell you, all these people who I saw Barrister, 95% of them do not have a voter's card. They are just an empty chest beater. Just watch out and see what will happen if the wish is guaranteed, is granted, and by the end of the day they lose the election. They will not do anything. Play with strategy, not by emotion. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. All right. I said I was going to take just 2 calls. Esther, this person says, Esther, Barrister Darlington, mark this please. In terms of Fulani articles, okay, you guys, can't you guys just address issues without coloration, please? I beg. When you are sending a message, address issues without coloration. Don't. Okay. Good evening, Esther. My name is Idris from Ikeja. This Malam Bello from Kano is fake. How? Calling from Agege, Lagos. No vacancy. Because he called to express himself is fake. Okay, wahala today bye. I don't get to no power. Esther, you and this your Malam Bello self, why the excitement whenever he calls? Hey. So I don't talk I want chop fufu this night. I don't get to no energy. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Please ask Barrister how he knows that VP position will not be redundant if Atiku wins the 2027 election with Obi, and also who took Obi around the northern region in 2023 that made him win the 2023 election glaringly. Engineer Kenneth, INEC say he came third though. INEC said Labour Party third, PDP second, APC first. So I just want to put it out there officially. Esther, good evening. Barrister Darlington, you're doing a great work. Mouth no they paying you, sir. Anytime Darlington is not in the studio, I lose interest. Why? Because he educates and informs, and also funny too. But please leave our Peter Obi alone. He won the last election but was rigged by Wike, El-Rufai, INEC, Bubutigbo. All right. Good evening, Esther and my brother Barrister Darlington. My name is Simeon Ochuba. The issue about those collecting people's name and voters card, some banks are also involved in this exercise, and the worst part of it is that after the exercise, they'll ask them to go and you would expect your credit alert. And over 1 month now, nothing has happened without knowing that they have been scammed. Their voters card will read invalid on election day. Wow. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Please tell Barrister to drop the location for the bottles of Ogogoro I promised him. He has once again been proven right about Obi. That man is not an ordinary person. I suspect he's a